Dielectricity, magnetism, electricity is the holy and only Trinity that exists. Time, space, and form. Time needs space to be able to then engender the third principle, electricity. The duality God, the demiurge, was seen as an abortion, as a blasphemy, this physical creation of redshift, blue shift. You know, it was the pits of hell, because in higher realms it is more bliss. In the physical realm there is only suffering, because it's duality. God gave his son so that all will be saved. That's the sacrifice that Jesus made. It's just that light, pure light, became polluted. That's all it is. It's not talking about a historical Jesus. It's talking about science, theological science. As that radiation goes out, it's creating a spiral. And so the transverse comes by default. It's the transverse wave and the transverse energy that we've been harnessing that has been harming us. It's a noisy universe. Our minds are noisy. Our emotions are in turmoil. We're going around fighting wars with other people of different skin and names that we can't pronounce, but we've got to kill them because we're told to. So all of this is a confusion, because this is the world of doing. The world of being is where we really come from, where we really are. And so we have to get to know that. We have to get to know that we are playing a dualistic existence. We have an immortal, unlimited, unqualified existence in transcendence, and we've totally ignored it because we think we're just floating around in a godless universe. It all just happened by a big bang, and no designer, no nothing, no purpose. But hey, here we are. Time and space, they cannot act of themselves. They don't do anything. Okay, like your shadow doesn't do anything. It can't do anything of itself. So they are, in a sense, sterile. This is why we have the most famous trinity that we know, Kronos and Rhea, and they had their child Zeus. Well, Zeus castrates his father, makes him sterile. Kronos is time. Rhea is space, area. A principle had to be born in the universe for form and function to be able to exist. And that's why Jupiter Zeus, Jesus, the son of God and of Mary, of course, electricity, came into the world to save us, because it's telling us that electricity is the energy that makes this reality real. And Zeus, Jupiter Zeus, Jesus, is the King of Kings and God of gods and Savior, because everything begins with Jupiter. As the philosophers always said, the universe begins with Jupiter. Jupiter is the God of gods. He is on top. He castrated his father and his mother. Well, you know, in the Gospels, Jesus didn't really spend a lot of time with Mary. He wasn't to get out of my way, woman. You know, I'm here to do a ministry, because it's teaching you that time and space are nothing without form and function. They're not things that you can reify. You can't reify Santa Claus. He'll never be real. So he cannot be reified. He's not real. But he's true, because we all agree to acknowledge the story of Santa Claus as embedding some kind of a truth. Maybe personal for you, you might interpret it your way. Doesn't matter. You cannot reify space. Space is never going to do anything. Time's never going to do anything. It can't do anything. It's sterile. But Jupiter can. Jesus, Jupiter Zeus, the Savior, because he's of the God of action and doing and creating, you see. So it's very important to know that religion is science. If you never come to know that, you'll always be deluded. You'll always be seduced by these pedophile priests that stand on the corner and say, come and read our books, come into our church. And they're all full of it. They're all clueless.